In this video, I'll show you how to create backup schedule in BDRSuite Backup Server. BDRSuite lets you set backup schedules for daily, weekly, or monthly needs. Define time slots to reduce disruptions, create plans for different datasets, and automate backups. Easily adjust schedules as business priorities change. Open the BDRSuite Backup Server console, enter your username and password, and click Sign In to log in. Once you've logged in, navigate to the Backup tab and select Configure Backup. Then, choose the source for which you wish to configure the backup schedule. As you proceed through the configuration steps, you will encounter the scheduling page. On this page, you will find the incremental backup schedule, synthetic full backup, and additional full backup schedule, along with advanced scheduling options like backup window and backup expiry. Let's now explore the incremental backup schedule. Following the initial full backup, the BDRSuite Backup Server performs subsequent backups by backing up only the changed blocks of the selected hosts, or VM. The incremental backup frequency options include manual, one-time, every few hours, daily, weekly, monthly, and after job schedule. Let's take a closer look at the options in detail. The manual backup frequency means the incremental backup will not run automatically. You will need to go to Backup List Backup Jobs page and run the incremental backups manually. The one-time backup frequency lets you run the incremental backup just once. The backup will execute at the specified date and time, and no further incremental backups will be processed afterward. The every few hours or minutes backup frequency allows you to choose the days for your backup and set the time interval between each backup. You can specify the frequency and select the days to run the incremental backups. The minimum interval for this option is 15 minutes. By default, all days are selected, but you can choose specific days when you want the incremental backup to run. The daily schedule lets you specify the days and how many times the incremental backups should run on a particular day, up to 5 times, and set the exact time for each backup. The weekly backup frequency lets you schedule the incremental backup to run on a specific weekday with the chosen start time. You can specify the day for the backup, but only one incremental backup will run per day. In the monthly backup frequency, you need to specify the month, a day of the month, and the time on the selected day for the incremental backup to run. The after-job backup frequency lets you schedule the incremental backup to run after a backup or backup copy job. Simply specify the name of the existing backup job, and the incremental backup will run immediately after the selected job completes successfully. Running an additional full backup periodically can be resource-intensive and consume more network bandwidth. In such cases, you can use the synthetic full backup option in BDRSuite as an efficient alternative. Now, let's explore the synthetic full backup options. Enable the synthetic full backup and select your preferred synthetic backup frequency. If you're selecting the synthetic full merge to occur on a weekly basis, you need to choose a day and start time for the merge. If you're selecting the synthetic full merge to occur on a monthly basis, you need to choose the month, select a specific day in the month, and set the start time for the merge. You can choose one or more months in the year for the synthetic merge to run. In some cases, you may need to create periodic full backups on a weekly, monthly, or quarterly basis to comply with your organization's policy. It's also not ideal to configure a backup job with a single full backup, followed by forever incremental backups. BDRSuite's additional full backup option allows you to meet these requirements by scheduling periodic full backups. Enable the additional full backup by toggling the slider to the right. Next, choose the full backup frequency. BDRSuite supports daily, weekly, and monthly options for the full backup. If you're selecting the additional full backups to run on a daily basis, you'll need to choose the start time for the backups to occur. If you're selecting the additional full backups to run on a weekly basis, you'll need to choose the day and start time for the backups. If you are selecting the additional full backups to happen on a monthly basis, then you have to select the month, select a day in the month, and start time to run the additional full backups. You can select one or more months in a year to run the additional full backups. Now, let's explore the advanced schedule settings. Here, you can define the backup window time and backup validity for your backup job. If you want to avoid running the backup during specific times, You can set a backup window to prevent backups from running during peak production hours, thus avoiding any unwanted overhead. You can choose the Use Global Settings option to apply the global backup window settings from your backup server to this job. To configure the global settings, go to Backup Configure Backup Settings Backup Window. A detailed video on configuring the backup window settings will be linked in the description box. By selecting Use Custom Settings, you can specify the start and end times for the backup window. This ensures that the backup job will not run during the selected time interval. You can also choose the applicable days for the backup window, such as Monday to Friday or all days. Note that selecting Use Custom Settings will override the global backup window settings. Selecting No Preferences will override the global backup window settings, and the backup job will run as per the schedule. Set the validity for your backup job by specifying the start date and the expiration date. The backup job will start to run only after the start date. The expiry date is optional for a backup job. If the expiry date is set, the incremental backup or additional full backup does not proceed after that. A detailed video on configuring the backup job settings will be linked in the description box. Now it's your turn to try it out. Visit our website to start your free trial, and if you need any assistance, contact BDR Support. Thanks for watching.